Hey, sister, cousin, friend. It is February 5th. Happy Black History Month. On today, I just dropped the kids off to school, came back to the house to pick up some checks that I got from my FSA account. FSA, Flexible Spending Account, is basically a savings account that I started when open enrollment for insurance was open, like the last part of the year. The last part of the fiscal year, they open enrollment for health insurance and stuff like that. I didn't even remember that I did that. But it's like a savings account where you save money throughout the year. You have a direct deposit going into that flexible spending account, and they basically are saving a specific set amount of money for you from your own paycheck for any health related spending that you have to do. I forgot that I did that. So yeah, some things transpired. We're gonna go. One of the things that I'm gonna do today, because I have a short morning this morning, I'm gonna start work early, so I have a short morning this morning. I'm gonna run and put those checks in the bank, and I'm gonna bring y'all with me, and then we can talk about FSA a little bit and how I remember that. Good morning, sister, cousin, friend. I just dropped the kids off, and I got a lot of little things I need to accomplish before we start work. First thing I'm gonna do is go to the bank. Why are you going to the bank today, Toya? Because I was recently sick. Me and the kids had influenza. We were sick, really sick. That was my second time during the holiday season being sick, and I said, I need to go to the doctor and see what's going on. So this time I was so sick, I went to the emergency room. It was like late at night. The urgent cares were closed, but I couldn't breathe. I had pain all over my body, and I had a fever really bad. So I said I needed immediate attention. I went to the emergency room. The emergency room was packed, of course. Everybody feeling the same way. Some people had different symptoms, of course, but anyway, I get to the emergency room and they're billing me and everything, and it was $350 American dollars. Okay, I had no idea that an emergency room visit cost that much. Because I haven't had to go to the emergency room in forever, and had I known it was $350 to go to the emergency room, I would not have gone. Right? I would not have done that. I think I would have went either earlier, tried to go to the urgent care with the girls, or made an appointment with my primary care. But I was also thinking about going into a doctor's office and being really sick. I don't think that's not fair to the people in the doctor's office. You going there with all them germs. I'm going to people room with all them germs. But it would have been the same either way. That's what the doctor is there for. But I wound up paying $350 for that, and then I wound up having to take the girls to the urgent care the next day because they were really sick. And once I found out I had influenza that night at the emergency room, I definitely wasn't taking any chances with waiting for the girls, so I took them to the urgent care the next day. Both of their to see them at the urgent care was $50 a piece. I didn't know the urgent care was $50. The last time I went to the urgent care, I think I paid $20, and that was years ago. But things are changing rapidly, okay? My point, though, is I forgot that I had signed up for flexible spending, I think it's called, FSA. So, I signed up for FSA flexible spending with my job, with my health insurance this year. I forgot that I did that. But I also, you know, I did it and at the top of the year when we got to select our insurance and stuff. So I did it at the top of the year. I also made sure that I put the babies on because they had their own insurance for a while, but it was time to put them on my insurance from work. So of course, I'm spending more money on insurance premiums or whatever because the kids are on there. And then I thought about it at the time that I was like, they're gonna have to see the doctor a lot this year to get shot updates, especially the little baby, because she's gonna need a lot of immunizations. The big girl is getting bigger. She's 16, 17 years old, so she's gonna have to start seeing different doctors. So I forgot that I had signed up for flexible spending, right? But at the time, that was my thinking when I did it. So this week and like last week, I started getting these checks in the mail. And I was like, what is this? What is this? I had to, not only did I have to pay for our visits to the ER and the urgent care, I had to pay for our prescriptions. That's a whole different story. Child, that's a whole different story. Like, so I had to pay for visits and prescriptions. When I say I got like a couple of random checks in the mail, and it immediately brought it back to me that I signed up for the flexible spending, I was so thankful to God and my past self for doing that, because I got that money right back. So the $350 for the emergency room, the $100 for the urgent care, and the almost $100 for all of our prescriptions. They sent me checks for that. I'm paying for that, of course. It's like a savings account that I pay for medical stuff, and it's like I paid myself. It's like I paid my future self, and I forgot I did that. So I'm grateful that I did that. I'm grateful that is an available option for people that work hard and don't want to, you know, don't have a lot of money to spend. I'm glad I did that, because I don't really, like, with 2 kids, I don't have $350 to just give away to I don't, you know, I had to make some sacrifices for that, but I needed it. You know, I had a medical emergency. I couldn't breathe. But that just meant other things in my house had to, you know, I had to skip a bill. I had to make a payment arrangement for a bill or two. Now I can pay it. So what we're doing now is we're going to deposit these checks. Let me see how many of them I have. So I got one for all of our prescriptions. I got one for the girls' emergency room visit. No, I have 2 different ones for their prescription and my prescription, and then our visits all together. So that's great. That's like outstanding. And then I still have this $4 check from when I disposed of the batteries. So we're gonna put all this in the bank. And just be grateful that we got the money. We got the money. All right, so we got the money. We made the deposit, and I got the receipt with all the checks on there. Not bad, not bad. And I'm grateful to have the money back in my pocket so we can do some different things. Cause I got something, I don't know, something amazing happened for me, and my family member is doing something amazing for me. It's not huge. It's not like he won a lotto and he's giving me $1 million, which I would appreciate greatly if somebody would give me $1 million. but that's not what it is. He's doing something for me because, you know, I'm raising the girls alone, and he just being family. He's family, sticking up for family, family helping out families, and I'm excited for that, and I need the extra cash to kind of help facilitate getting that done. We're going to Miami in a couple of days, and this money can really help go towards getting us down to Miami for a quick trip so that my uncle can do what it is he wants to do for us. So that's one thing I needed to do today. Put that money in the bank, and then we're gonna go back home and do a couple more things around the house.